This channel is made possible by viewers like you. My viewers, subscribers, and patrons greatly help to keep this channel going. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for all of you. Please make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any uploads. And if you'd like to go the extra mile, please check out my Patreon page. For just $1 a month, you'll get access to what I'm working on, previews of upcoming content, and even early videos, along with other tier options for those that are interested. Thank you, and now on to the video. Crash Team Rumble might be my favorite multiplayer game for 2023. Simply put, this game is really fun. It has that I'll just play one more match type of addiction, and honestly, I didn't even know about this title. I saw some stuff here and there, but the push for this game was rather small, which is really odd considering the publisher who is behind it and the name that Crash holds. The combination of competitive play, teamwork, the platforming, and the charm mixed with the nostalgia of the series is simply great. This is a multiplayer game that I would like you to try, even if you're not really into multiplayer games. It has a wide appeal and needs more eyes on it.
Flytrap Spitter ready. Your team boosted. Oxide's UFO available.
Now when I got my hands on this title, I was a bit skeptical. The big one being is that this is an online-only Crash title. I'm generally not a big fan of those, and on the surface I thought this was an odd way to use the Crash property. And on the other hand, it does kind of fit too, with the party-style games that we've seen before, like with Crash Team Racing and Crash Bash. This new original multiplayer game proved me wrong. I groaned a bit at the lack of offline or even split-screen options, and while I still consider those issues with the game, as I played more matches, the game was slowly winning me over. I naturally found myself wanting to play this more, just one more match every time. Many games live and die by their hook, what keeps you coming back, what has me thinking about it when I'm not playing it. Crash Team Rumble was successful in doing that, and doing it very well. Let's go over some of the basics. Crash Team Rumble is a one-mode sort of experience. It pits two teams against each other to gather as much Wampa as possible. The team to get the most the fastest and hit the goal is the winner. Wampa is scattered throughout the map, either in singular amounts or in boxes that provide a bit more. You can only hold so much, so whenever you want to, you can go back and then bank your points by going back to your base and then dropping it off, and have it all count towards the total. Now there are some catches to this. If you happen to miss a jump and fall to your death, you will lose everything that you're carrying. If an enemy player happens to take you out, you will lose everything as well from this. So there is a bit of a risk and reward nature to gathering the maximum amount that you can carry, and then hurrying back to your base to bank that for your team. Now there are other ways to increase the amount of Wampa that you can bank at a time. At random times throughout the match, gems will activate. You and your team need to capture these points, as once you have them, the gems will apply a percentage bonus to whatever you bank, getting you closer to winning a lot faster. To capture these points, you need to land on a few gems and then hold them. The trick is that an enemy team member can come and interrupt the capture by standing on one of the gems. This sort of turns these situations into mini King of the Hill type matches, as each team races to capture the gems. In many cases, the gems are in positions where you can easily get knocked off, or even in an area that you can get knocked off and then die. Capturing and battling on them can be really thrilling and rewarding, especially when you can successfully capture them. It's important to note too that once captured, everyone on the team gets the bonus for a period of time.
Bonus bank available.
Now, Wampa is not the only thing you'll be collecting. There are these other items that will allow you to unlock various powers and aids that are scattered throughout the map. These can range from defensive items like summoning dragons that circle around set locations, damaging enemy players, or a shield preventing entry into your base. One of my favorites is a spike ball that you can roll around and bash into other players. What I liked about this system in which they are used is that you can bank a few at a location, and then allow a teammate to complete it, and then the power is unlocked for a limited period of time. So even if you are not around to use it or complete it, you'll still feel those benefits when your team completes it. You also have access to your own power that will slowly regenerate over time. For example, you can put down a device that will heal your teammates, or even place turrets down to protect a point, or even make it easier for you to defend it, like with the gems. Many of those elements add in a lot of consideration. Just like the general movement of the game, it's very easy to pick up and understand. As far as the movement goes, you have a boost, jump, and your attacks. You can chain many of these together to increase your speed and allow you to collect more stuff to ensure your team wins. The game does provide you with a tutorial, but to the game's credit, the way things are set up and designed, I found it all very easy to understand what I needed to do, along with being able to catch on as I played. This is a smart and simple design done well here, accessible to all, and provides plenty of nuances to work on and better.
Your team boost expired.
Something I really liked about Crash Team Rumble is how, since it is a team-oriented multiplayer game, pretty much everything is designed to naturally push the players into helping out their team in some way. For example, taking out enemy team members will slow down their flow of Wampa banking. Maybe you opt to stay near their base and prevent them from banking anything until they have taken care of you first. Or maybe you are the type that likes to focus on platforming and collecting, slowly working towards increasing your team's amount. Capturing gems benefits the entire team, and even unlocking those powers on the map can be done in coordination with your team members. I found matches naturally flowed with team members working together, even without being on mic because of the structure of the game. I thought this was worth mentioning because I know that there are people that very much want to play these games, but have no interest on getting on the mic. Now, playing with friends will offer you with a different experience and more strategic options too. Crash Team Rumble does a good job with the reward system. You level up your character and work towards the season's battle pass. Pretty much any action you do in a match is rewarded. One thing I really liked is how you can personalize your card, and even add on a track of one of the prior Crash games to it. This bit of nostalgia is really nice and appreciated. Now, I am having a good time with this game, but I do need to speak about the elephant in the room. I know it is a bit odd to have a new Crash game come out and have it be online only. This is a series that is no stranger to multiplayer games, but historically they provided offline options for people to enjoy. Crash Team Rumble sadly does not have any split-screen options, and I think this is something that the developers should greatly consider. The game is an overlooked and honestly underrated game. Thankfully it does have crossplay, but allowing for split-screen online would greatly help with keeping the community strong as the game continues to go on. This is a title that I really am enjoying, and it is definitely one of 2023's surprise hits. I do not want to see it die. If split screen can be done, I very much hope that the developers can work to make this happen. It honestly belongs in this game. Crash Team Rumble is an awesome multiplayer title. I'm very picky when it comes to competitive multiplayer games. I have a handful that I enjoy, but generally I'm more of a single player or co-op kind of guy. So the fact that this grabbed me and I cannot stop playing it says a lot from my perspective. It's very easy to get into, and there's plenty to work towards to better your skill. Plus, when you factor in the variety of maps, powers, characters, and classes, there's a lot to enjoy. Have you played Crash Team Rumble? Would you like to see split screen added to it in the future? Let me know all of this in the comments down below. If you're interested in being notified of new videos, please hit the subscribe button and bell. And if you would like to support the channel and get early access to content, please check out my Patreon. All of the links will be at the end of this video and within the description. And thank you very much for watching.